Well, today is the day the locals refer to as Santos, with the two teams located 60 miles apart. Some have questioned whether Sao Paulo versus Santos can even be considered a genuine derby. Based on the fervour in the stands, though, and the sense of anticipation, the answer to that question is an emphatic yes. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. So here it is, one of the great South American rivalries, each of which is so intriguing in its own right.
Well, Peter, the game is all the richer thanks to these types of fixtures. Another incredible occasion in prospect between two very proud institutions whose business is all about winning. I have to say, the Paulistas really are spoiled for choice when it comes to backing a winner, aren't they? The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So we're up and running. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, not quite. Well, there's the clearance. And the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Nicely spread. It's a throw-in. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's a key interception. Quality ball. That's been cut out, well played. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the charge, surely! And that would have been some goal.
That was some seriously slick play, pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Santos have the chance to go the other way. And it's made its way to him. He's got away. That's the keeper's ball. Cedric Suarez. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Luis Gustavo.
Sao Paulo really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Dink through. That's been intercepted. Luis Gustavo. Cedric Suarez looks to get on the end of this. And there's green grass ahead of him. This looks promising. Ah, that's a fine interception. That's going to go a long way. Kajeri. That has been slung wide. Nice bit of trickery. He has found the way through. That is a crunching tackle. They've played it short. Hoisted in, and he's had a shot! He's there to head it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Now he's off and running. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Cedric Suarez. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Nicely weighted. Oh, he's been caught napping! He's well positioned here. A shot! Straight at the keeper.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Sao Paulo have got it back and they'll have another go. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Aimed beyond the defence. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So off we go once more. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Throw in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Suarez. Luis Gustavo. And it's Suarez. Tries to play it through, and he's certainly onside here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's picked his way through. He gets big! He has done it! The second half sparked straight into life. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
A 1-0 lead established.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And the return pass. Santos looking to pass their way through. Oh, well played, well played. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Neymar! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 9.420
Can he get it through?
espectadores.
Promising position, crosses it in. Luis Gustavo attempts a clearance.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
They've won a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. The ball goes in. Sao Paulo are looking to go forward now. Luis Gustavo. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And Suarez. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked it up out wide. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Neymar. Now it's decent chance! Goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Santos really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Antonio. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Camisa 3, camisa 5, camisa 32.
And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Great vision. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. 5 minutes left on the clock. And he's picked out the run.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Over to the left.
Indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And they've been given a corner. Cleared away. Now it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Neymar taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.